Okay, I think it's all recording now. We're looking all good. Welcome everybody back to Little Goody Two Shoes. Now, as I was just saying, as you can see, we have ourselves a new little BRB screen. We got Elise, we got Teddy Ursa, and we got Muffy in the window there, who needs to go away. I needed to show this off for the YouTube audience again. Let me just move this here. We can actually resume our little adventure. Oop, there we go. Okay, last thing I did, we got to a new day after doing some spooky stuff. So let's get comfy, see how far I can get today. Find Rosemarine. Okay, I believe she was out back somewhere, right? We can go find her. Anybody around? There's the goat. Oh, what am I doing talking to a goat? What am I doing talking to the goat? I can't recall where she was at all. It just said find... Oh, there she is. Okay. Perfect. This game is very comfy. I want to see what happens next. It takes... Rosemarine.
Good morning, Elise.
Oh, good morning, Elise. Have you completely lost your wits, Rosemarine? Last night in the woods, what were you thinking, saying...
I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. That wasn't... You weren't yourself, Rosemarine. What do you mean?
Out with it!
Oh, don't give me that now.
Oh, but
No, Elise, I didn't even step foot in the woods. You were with me the entire time, Rosemarine. No, I wasn't. I couldn't follow you into the woods. The trees blocked my path. You went on ahead, no matter how much I called for you, and I did wait for you, but you never came back for me. Uh-oh. If that wasn't Rosemarine, then who in the Lord's name...
Are you alright, Elise?
Is everything alright, Elise? I thought it was established that it was the spooky old lady. You look a little... Rosemarine, you can talk to me. You don't have to keep it all to yourself.
You know,
I had a dream about you. It was...
Elise.
Oh, Elise. I saw you and your grandmother, and... It felt like I was seeing my path to finding you in Kieferberg. Yeah, the anime cutscene. I had a dream about that.
It's fate, Elise.
Oh, Elise, it's fate. Fate, you say. You still don't believe it, do you? Hard not to after last night. Oh, did you get it? Huh? Why, the testament, Elise.
Now that you mention
Yes, those crows, I was offered a strand of my own hair, and... Oh, Elise, that's wonderful. No, it isn't. Everything was messed up. All you need to do... Wait, what? All you need to do is prepare it to be eaten. Eaten? Remember, these are gifts you're giving him, Elise. But it's hair.
Yes.
A part of your own mortal body, yes. Gifts for the host. Food, drink, and good company. Ugh. That's what that was? Okay. Food, you say. The tender flesh needs to be food, but how does hair even count as flesh? Does it technically, in a scientific sense? Maybe it does, but I don't know about that.
Are you alright, Elise?
You look tired, Elise. Is everything alright? Girl, you don't get to say all that and then ask if I'm okay. I feel like I'm losing my wits, Rosemarine.
Elise.
Elise? Come now, let's head out to work. Everything's falling into place, Elise. You'll see. Alright. Head to Kieferberg Village. Say, Elise, I've been wondering about that room upstairs. Granny Holly's bedroom? What about it? Wouldn't you like me to clean it as well? There's no need. I don't go in there at all. All the more reason to give it a good sweeping. I haven't been in there since she passed, you see. Oh, I'm sorry, Elise. I didn't mean to. That's alright. In fact, I don't even have the key anymore. I locked it up the day she passed, and I don't know where I put it. I understand. Wonder what happened to that key. Knowing myself, I may have thrown it off the peaks. Well then. Can't do anything in here. This game is fun, but it has so much reading that every time I stream it, I feel my voice just sore for the rest of the night. So maybe I'll go a little shorter than the previous streams. It's just for my own sake. Because I'm already doing a lot of streaming this week. I don't know how close I am to the end. I don't know if anyone here has finished it. But I highly doubt I'm in a position to finish it this stream. Hold up. Let's see. One suspicion. Her hearts are halfway filled. 2. And none for her, because we haven't been able to do one with her. Hang on a second here. Feel like I'm far away? What, from the microphone? Yeah, I usually am a little bit in a different setup here when I'm doing my console streams. Let's run to the village. Microphone levels seem normal to me. Are they not for you guys? Oops. Feel like I'm far away. Oh, far away to the end. I thought you were saying I was far away from the microphone. It got me confused there. From what I've read, you're about halfway through the game. I could do a little bit tonight and then a little bit tomorrow, yeah. You could see about that. Castlevania went a bit longer than I expected, even though it went pretty smoothly. Tomorrow... Oh, hang on. It's the crows. Oh, there's so many crows. What? What are these crows doing here?
Are you alright, Elise?
Elise, is everything alright? This can't be good. I'd best hurry. Party talk. Something I'd say is worth wondering about, Rosemarine, is how Flock lost his eye, wouldn't you say? Oh, I've always wondered about that. I suppose he must have gotten injured, or could have been a branch he might have fallen, perhaps? It doesn't seem he's in pain, at least. Oh, how I wish I could talk to him. I have so many questions, such as why he followed me, firstly. Your hat's made of hay, that's my best guess. Okay. Oh, I'd ask him his name, too. Isn't it Flock? I was the one who thought of that. It's not really his name. He's a goat, Rosemarine. Why? But he still has his own character, Elise. We're done wondering about useless things, Rosemarine. Oh, but it's so much fun, isn't it? Not really. What about you? Seen any witches about here? Watching solemnly over passers-by, the Lord's image rests eternalized in this wayside shrine. Which ones don't flee? Can't check that one. Okay, that just checks the sign. Let's go have a little look around. Oh, there's lots of crows. There's a lot of crows, actually. Everything all right, Granny? Oh, there you are. Leapkuchin asked me to warn you two. What happened? Oh, poor Apfel struck a dreadful fever. She and Lisbeth were up all night looking after him. Is he all right? Seems so, but after that high of a fever, I wouldn't want him frolicking too much. Where is he now, Granny Gretel? In church, I believe. Leapkuchin said Father Hans intends to keep watch over him today. Father Hans? Oh, it's one thing after another here in Kieferberg, isn't it? So I'm sure I'm saying the nun's name wrong, but for what I've been told, to say that right, I'm not even, it's more like Leapkuchin. Yeah. I can't remember how to properly say it right. I'm told it's hard if you speak English natively, because English doesn't really have the sound to say that the way you, Leapkuchin? Okay. Leapkuchin is how I was saying it at first, wasn't it? Alright. Well, my German viewers have told me they appreciate me trying to pronounce things properly. Except Johan, who I keep calling Jochin.
What in the Lord's name?
What's all this? I don't think I've ever seen so many crows at once. Come, Rosemary, we must find out what's going on. Party talk. Say, Rosemarine, you know how to sew, don't you? Somewhat, yes. That explains it, I suppose. Explains what? Why the patches on your dress are so clumsy. You could ask Mrs. Marielle to help, you know? Oh, but I quite like my dress. That's all right, but I'd say you deserve better. Newer clothes is all. I don't need better, Elise. This is my dress. It's been with me for years now. All these patches and tears mean something to me, you see? What does that moon-shaped one mean, then? Oh, this is from an old blanket of mine. It brings me comfort to have it with me wherever I go. And the squares? Granny patched it for me when I fell off a tree. I can't bring myself to part with it now that she's gone. Fine. You have your reasons. I appreciate the thought, Elise. I should make a save before I talk to people. I could get dialogue options that affect me getting, suspicion down or not. Find out what happened. Okay, so I have two date events, either with Freya or Rosemarine. Guess which one we're choosing. Hang on, how much money do I have? 22. And my sanity is... I should be fine if I ignore the rest of the gold ghost girls, but holy crap, like, that was upsetting last time, genuinely. Well, we'll be scraping bird poop off the roofs for weeks, Elma. Oh, Elise, would you take a look at this nonsense? These crows, I see. All of Kieferberg is thick with the filthy things. I told everyone I'd seen them yesterday, Mrs. Elma. They're a pest, and Lord knows where they've come from. Oh, but they're not dangerous, I'm certain. What are you saying, lass? Of course they are. You'd best talk some sense into your cousin, Elise. She's clearly not all there, the poor lass. All right, let's go, Rosemarine. Yes. Hello, puppy. I don't think I can go inside the church. No, they're blocking the way. Well, let's have a look around. Talk to people and find out what's going on. Wait a second. What was it that, Muffy wanted today? The brat. These smell awful. Many blemished, discolored, wrinkled apples await to be fed to the livestock. Puppy. Wait, I recognize that. They're making that symbol for the festival? Let's have a look around. Muffy wanted a punch in the face. Yeah, she did seem like she was asking for that. I'm sure I could buy it from the shop once I have some money. Whatever Muffy wanted. We hate Muffy on this stream. Nobody likes Muffy. No use whining about it, Jacob. That's a no. But Granny, what's wrong, Mrs. Marlin? It's Apfel, lass. He came down with a fever last night. I've heard, yes. Do you know if he's feeling better, Mrs. Marlin? He is. It seems the fever was gone in the morning, but... Liebkuhin said the poor lad was delirious. Oh, please, let me go see him, Granny. Absolutely not, Jacob, and that's final. Where is he right now, Mrs. Marlin? In church, I've heard. Oh, I could go wait for him by the fountain. Wait for your father to come back, Jacob. I wouldn't want you at those birds' mercy either. But Granny, this also goes for you two. Don't go near those crows, you hear? Oh, but have they hurt anyone? Lord knows they could. And the category not refreshed for you? I think I said it. Okay, you just had to refresh. Alrighty. Let's have a little look around then. Those crows need to stay away from all the farm stuff there. I should have believed you last night, Elise. I suppose, not that it would have prevented anything, though. Oh, the dreadful things are everywhere. They've been circling the windmill all morning, you see. The lads are still up there trying to do away with them. Circling the windmill? What for? Why, to steal our grain, Elise. Those crows are a bad omen, that's for sure. I wouldn't want to lend old Johan's notions any weight, but we should give it some thought, I'd say. Now that's a bad omen. Maybe we shouldn't pay attention to him. Pigs are doing just fine. Oh boy, let's go talk to all the men and they can yell at me again. I'll take good care of it, Father. There's nothing to see here, Elise. You'd best head back to town. You were the one who first saw these crows, weren't you, Elise? It's not as though you folks believed me when it mattered. I said it last night, I'll say it again. You're hiding. It matters not, old Johan. We must focus on the matter at hand. We've all had our fill of trouble last night, didn't we? We don't need any more yelling, that's for certain. Now, they didn't steal that much grain, folks. How much did they steal, Mr. Gustav? About a sack in total. We got here in time to prevent the worst. The damn birds were building a nest in the oven. We ought to give it a good scrubbing later. Doesn't seem they're keen on attacking us, at least. We've locked it up and trusted Eugen here with the key for now. I appreciate the trust. Of course, especially after all of yesterday's going on. Because he was stolen from, or because he has no horses to steal the grain with? Who's to stand guard here, then? Before we get into that, Bernard, there's something I'd like to say. We're all aware of what happened last night. However, we ought to stick together, folks, now more than ever. You heard the man. Kieferberg is what we make of it. Don't forget that. I ought to head back to church. Is that fell feeling better, Father? That's what I'm looking into, Flynn. You'd best go with Elise. Liebchen will fill you in, I'm certain. Will do, Mr. Gustav. I was wondering, Elise. Mr. Bernard said the crows were trying to make a nest in the oven. I suppose it's a cozy little nook. I don't see what's so... So there's an oven in the windmill, right? There's always been an oven in the windmill, Rosemarine. What's your point? The tender flesh, Elise? Oh, no. Really? Wouldn't this be a good way to prepare it? What, do I not have a fireplace or oven in my own house? Making bread out of it. We're gonna make bread out of her hair? Ugh, that's gross. Maybe you can ask about town if they'd let you in.
Now that you mention it.
That's rather risky, Rosemarine. I suppose, but I can't think of any other way either. Not if I want to find him. It's worth the try, I'd say. Why? Why? Alright, I'll see what I can find out. Maybe we shouldn't. Do you really think anybody in town wants to deal with this right now? This is the Rosemarine I know, there's no doubt. I don't know what to make of last night's Rosemarine, though. What's up, lads? I'd say they snuck in through the roof, Gustav. When did you realize they were crows in the windmill, Mr. Ludwig? Heinrich came to collect some flour this morning. He was the one who gave the alert. So you've locked it up, have you? We must keep the birds out, Elise, or they'll take all the grain. Are you standing here all day? You could draw them away. I want to say... I feel like this is the suspicious one right here. Maybe if you scattered some grain elsewhere, Mr. Gustav, then the windmill could still be available, and we've thought about that, Elise. Nobody was in favor of wasting any more grain, lass. Ah, I see. We ought to keep a close eye on the windmill, Elise. You can have a word with Eugen, perhaps. No, of course. Talk to Lisbeth in church. Have I met that character? Let's go for a little run. It's not working time yet. Hang on, am I starving to death? Oh, I probably should eat something. Hang on. Pretzel, acorn. I gave her a cookie last time, right? I could stand to use a pretzel. I need some health back. Gonna buy more food like a frickin' peasant. I think I already gave Muffy the, a Leapkin the other day. Mrs. Audelai? Eek! Don't tell me you're hiding from the crows. I'm not going anywhere near those dreadful things. Oh, this is all your fault. How is this my fault, Mrs. Audelai? You two are hiding something, I know it. Old Johann's being taken for a fool, but I know you. Is this because of what I said yesterday, Mrs. Audelai? All these awful going-ons? I understand it's frightening, Mrs. Audelai, but you can't... Oh, but these crows weren't enough. Even our children are hexed now. What are you... Shoo! Shoo, leave me be, you! Okay. Silly lady is so annoying. I'd best go lend the lads a hand, I forget how to say this one. How do I say that name again? No, Guido, please don't. What's going on? You don't mean to say you haven't seen them, do you? I've seen them before anyone else in Kieferberg, as you know. You ought to know something about this, then. Oh, please stop with that nonsense, Mrs. Wilma. Those wretched things broke into the windmill, Elise. Hence why I'd best head back there. She's pregnant, Guido. Don't let her get worked up. They broke into the windmill? Stole our grains, the bastards. Must go. I can't stand here all day. Oh, that... You say it as Guido? Guido? I don't even know. I just don't know. What if they attack me while you're away? Brunhilde, is that how you say it? Brunhilde. Okay. What about Guido or Guido? La 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 la. I guess now we can head inside the church and see what's up with that. Make a save. All we've done is talk. This game is a whole lot of talking, and then maybe an arcade game, and then a spooky puzzle I get frustrated on for like a half hour. Hey, what's up, everybody? Guido. Do I say it like that? Ah, it's nice to see you, Elise. You've heard about Apfel, I assume. I only heard he was ill, but that's all. Oh, the poor lad. I can't bear looking at his little hands. What about them, Mrs. Dorothy? It's best you hear it from me, Elise, so you get the real story. You've been up all night, Lisbeth. We can tell her. Apfel is fine now, as you can see, but last night I was awoken by him moaning, speaking nonsense. His fever was boiling him alive. We called for Father Hans and brought him to the church, but Apfel had never been so ill. I thought I'd lose him. He wasn't all there, either. Kept mumbling to himself, and I don't know how, but his hands are injured. It's horrifying. They were so bloody. It's as if they were pecked at by something. I can't explain it. Please, collect yourself, Mrs. Lisbeth. That's right, Mrs. Lisbeth. Take deep breaths. At first, I thought he'd caught the goat sickness somehow, but it doesn't explain his hands, or what happened to my goats. Oh, this is my disgrace. It's all right, Mrs. Lisbeth. We're all here for you. It's all right.
You know,
What about the goats? It must have happened. Oh, holy moly. Happened while we were praying for Apfel in church. When Mrs. Lisbeth went to fetch him dry clothes, she happened upon two of her goats lying on the ground. They'd bled to death, their tongues had been ripped out, and their heads were severed too. You can rest assured we'll help you, Mrs. Lisbeth. I shall arrange for a doctor to come as soon as possible. What am I to do with one sick goat, Father? We'll make certain you and the children don't go without, Mrs. Lisbeth. You're welcome to have supper with Flynn and I any time, Lisbeth. Thank you, but I don't have strength, Dorothy. Mrs. Dorothy will be looking after Apfel, Mrs. Lisbeth. You'd best go home and rest for the day. Of course, Father. Thank you.
Oh.
Come, I'll walk with you and Apfel home.
I'm sorry,
This is awful, Elise. I ought to pay them a visit later. Why? Maybe we should just mind our business and go do our devil stuff in the woods. And now it's morning. It's one thing after another, isn't it? First things first. I ought to figure out how I'm gonna get my hands on that key. Okay then, romantic date available. Oh no. Talk to folks to investigate. Don't forget. Okay, so I can date both. I can date both Rosenmarine and Freya today. Or I could get money for food. Or I could go on 2 dates. Money for food, 2 dates. Food, dates. Why must life be so difficult? I should probably go talk to people as well. Figure that out first. Is everything alright, Mrs. Marielle? Oh, Elise, it's horrifying. To think this would happen to Lisbeth of all people. All on her own with 2 young children, too. Oh, I wouldn't know what to do with myself. I have seen Groon all morning. I had a word with Mrs. Lisbeth early this morning. They were in tears. I couldn't bear the sight. It seems they're going to be in class with Dorothy and Liebkuchen. I'll see what I can do for them this afternoon. Even if it's just keeping them company, or entertaining them. Oh, I can only hope none of this misfortune gets sent my way. All about you. Hang on, what's my food at? Oh, I lost that 1 food I gained. Neat. I can eat the cookies for 3 hunger. I could buy some bread from the bakery with the amount of money I have. I should need a sanity potion for a bit. It's just that house up there. I need some bread. It's always lovely seeing you, Elise. Could sell things in an emergency as well. It costs 3 bread cost the same amount as one of those. I could buy 1 pretzel and top up my health as well, because it is at 22. Anything else? Keep yourself fed. I'm at half health. I might need to just eat this. We'll need food soon, that's for sure. More pretzels are needed. Let's go talk to people first. Because it seems like I'd better do that before I advance the day. Hi, puppies. Side quest? Ah, there you are, Elise. You seem troubled, Mr. Ludwig. All of Kieferberg's troubled last. Now, can you do me a favor? Bertha and I are thinking of spending a week in Primaldorf after the festival. Primaldorf, Mr. Ludwig. My daughter's been insisting we visit, you see. Seeing our grandchildren would be good for Bertha, too. Why don't you visit more often, Mr. Ludwig? It's such a long way to Primaldorf. It's really not that far away. Do me a favor, will you, Elise? Go ask Finn if he can, look after my cabbages while I'm away. Your cabbages, Mr. Ludwig? They need daily tending to, and these crows aren't helping. But tell him he can't simply beat them, with a tool, you hear? Why would he do such a thing? Young lads are lazy, that's why. Alrighty then. I don't remember who Finn was. Cabbages. Okay, you got work for me. Why would I work when I could go on dates? I don't want to work. I want to date people. Ah, here we go. Better days will come, lad. When I'm settled in Primaldorf, God willing. Don't make hasty decisions, Eugen. What is it, Elise? You're rather trusted, Mr. Eugen. I was wondering about the key. With the key to the windmill, even. The lass is right, Eugen. It's a shame for you to leave. Nothing I can do about that, folks. There's nothing left for me here in Kieferberg, you see? Still, I think everyone would miss you, Mr. Eugen. Please reconsider. No, I've made up my mind, but I do appreciate it, Elise. Even this key, I will be holding on to it until the evening. Until the evening, Mr. Eugen? It's too much responsibility, lass. I'm not too comfortable with it in my pocket, I must admit. Why not hand it over to someone else, then? I could take it to Mr. Gustav if you'd like. That's all right, Elise. There's no better place than Kieferberg, lad. Okay. Looks like I took care of that. Now I'm gonna go... Hang on. Rosa Marine at the viewpoint. Date. Date. Was looking something up, and you've learned that you can get all the endings in one playthrough, but you have to follow a very specific guide and do things very, very specifically for it to be possible. That doesn't shock me, yeah. Like, I almost got, like, pretty screwed over last time, for sure. Let's see. Overwrite save. Save complete. I should still be able to do at least one piece of work later today. We're going to date Rosa Marine. Can't stop me. Worth it for more dates. I'm wondering, though, if I don't give Muffy her daily treat, how bad will, How badly does she raise the suspicion meter? That's the problem. I don't know how many opportunities the game will even give me to lower it. Ugh. Ah, there you are. There she is. I'll spend time with her. Time to starve. Flock. You and that goat of yours, Rosemarine. Oh, Elise, there's no need to be jealous.
Rosemarine!
I am not jealous of a goat, you. Isn't she, Flock? Look at that happy goat skipping along. He's gonna fall off the cliff like that. How would you like to sleep with him out in the granary, Rosemarine? Oh, I'd have Flock to hold close. I wouldn't be cold at all. Oh, she's rubbing it in there, huh?
For goodness sake.
Why, you? Ah, Flock! Don't get so close to the edge. You be careful too, Rosemarine. You can see everything from here, can't you? I suppose.
Are you alright?
Something's on your mind, Elise. I can tell. Can't even be left to brood in peace, can I? You're going through some changes, that's all. Some changes, you say. Your path will become clearer and clearer. You'll see. Aren't you a little too cheery? I don't know about all this. Not now, Rosemarine. I'm not ready. That's not what I wanted to say. You're still overwhelmed, I see. It's difficult not to be, wouldn't you say? Why don't we head back to town, Elise? Wait, what? What? That didn't give me a heart piece? Meet Rosa Marine at the windmill. I need to reset now, because I just wasted time. Yeah, let's load this and go back. Now let's run back and do this again. Run! And this should work better this time. Such a pain to run all the way back through the woods over and over. And from here, it's up top. Okay. Wait a second, I just realized this is open. Huh? This is open, huh? This wasn't open before. I didn't even notice this. Someone's been in here recently. I have to be careful. Uh-oh. I'm gonna have to reload again, aren't I? Ah! An owl? It looks like an altar of some sort. There's a hand trying to grab me. It's spooky. Goat. Get me. Got, a wooden seraph? Uh-oh. This cave, it's broken in half. What's this doll doing in such a place anyhow? It's so flimsy, too. I could break it rather easily, couldn't I? This looks like a door. I wonder if I could get it open somehow. Yeah? Did anything change over here? No, nothing changed, it seems. Wait, what? Oh, my sanity was going down in there. Oh, no. No, I can't afford the potion! Oh! I have to run in, get it, and get out. Oh my god. I didn't even notice it was slowly depleting in areas like that. Sanity is the worst, you're telling me. Okay, let's run back. Hang on, can I pick up anything over here? It'd be nice if there was just a random pretzel or something I could just pick up off the ground. Anything. Let me eat it. Wonder if there's anything hidden back here. Doesn't look like it, no. I wish. Good golly, do I wish. Okay. It should be fine. All I gotta do is run in, pick it up, and get out. Yes, 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 yes. I saved my sanity. Let's get the heck out. And now let's go on a date. There she is. I'll spend time with her. Now give me the heart piece. This time pick the other one. Last time I picked, I don't know. Aren't you a little too cheery? It almost feels like you're mocking me, Rosemarine. Come now, Elise. Give me your hands.
Rosemarine!
Rosemarine, what are you? Let's dance! You're going too fast. We're gonna fall off the cliff now. We're approaching the full moon, Elise. You know what that means. How would I know such a thing? It's time to celebrate new beginnings.
I'm here for you, Elise.
Our new beginning together.
For goodness sake!
What new beginning, Rosemarine? You're not making sense. Why, you following your dreams, Elise. The fulfillment of my purpose, too. Everything's coming together just the way the stars told me it would. Rosemarine. We ought to celebrate our good fortune, Elise. Wait, Rosemarine, you're spinning too fast.
Are you alright, Elise?
Are you alright, Elise?
For goodness sake!
For goodness sake.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't think. I used to dance with Granny like this every month, and You swung your Granny around like this? Of course, every month. You are truly... Whether you believe me or not, Elise, let me put it this way. You see that castle in the distance, don't you? What about it? Been wondering about that. Yes. It may seem far away from where you stand now, but... The stars are even further away, yet they still guided me to you, didn't they? Oh, you're just using it as a metaphor. And here I thought you were actually going to tell me what that castle was. Rosemarine, are there any other places with pretty views in Kieferberg? I suppose the windmill's not bad. Will you meet me there tomorrow afternoon?
I see.
Our new beginning together, she says.
I'm sorry,
Elise? I'll be there, Rosemarine. We'd best head back now.
Yes.
Yes. So if you pick the wrong choice, you don't get the heart piece. I was under the assumption you got it regardless. I guess I was just picking the right choices up till now. No wonder Granny bit the dust. I'm starving to death. Can I date Freya? I don't think I can. Oh, that's still later. Oh, I can work right now. I can work. Okay. We're gonna eat the cookies. Maybe I'll save before I do it, though. Hang on. You think women will just fall for you regardless of what you say? For shame. I didn't say that. These are video game girls. I press the dialogue option, get good ending. It's like Harvest Moon. You just give them a gift every single day. Can you imagine if I was both starving and had the sanity effect right now? How would I even be able to bear playing the game at that point? Chat, are we still in agreement that I should save Scum the minigame until I get the most possible money from it? Because I feel like it's either that or just skip character events, and that's not very fun for a game like this. Okay, I made a save. Cookies for dinner. Well, I need to find Finn as well, but, is it Finn? Fine? I don't know. Does anyone know who that was? I can't remember for the life of me who the hell that was. Oh, no. Hang on. I better save and see what she wants. What are you poking your damn head out for?
Puppy?
It's you.
For goodness sake!
That's enough. I'm not giving you one more crumb.
Oh.
But you promised. You promised me some... Oh, crap. She wants that. I promised you nothing, Mercy. Folks already think it's strange, Elise, that you knew about the crows since yesterday.
Is that so?
You know what? Why don't you go ahead? Who's to believe a scrawny little squealer like you anyhow? Old Johan does, Elise. Mrs. Audelai does, too. Oh, do they? What are you telling them, then? That I saw you talking to those crows yesterday. There was a golden one, too, wasn't there?
Puppy?
Why, you? Following you about town is truly so much fun, Elise. I just know you have the Liebkuchen you promised me tucked away somewhere. Yeah, open your mouth, I'll vomit it on you. I'm gonna have to reload and let her have it. I'm gonna have to eat the pretzel. Sorry, chat, I can't eat today.
Out with it!
Off with you, Mandy. I'm not giving you anything. Now leave.
Oh,
But you promised. You promised you'd...
is that so?
Why don't you tell him then? Oh, but I will. I'll tell him, Elise. That you saw me speaking to some birds, as if they'd believe you. I'll tell them what you said, too.
Wait, really?
Is that so? What did I say? You said that,
Hurry it up!
out of my sight, Molly. Bring me some soup tomorrow, or else.
Muffy?
Or else what, you little? Should have given her what she wanted, but... Oh, to hell with it. How much did that increase it by? How much did that increase it by? 2? Oh, man. Did I just save over it? Oh, you're right. I didn't make it on a separate save. Then I'll have to buy it for her. I'll have to buy her a new one with the money I make today. Yep, I already ate it. I've got... How much money? Where's my money at? Oh, I have 10. And they cost 30. Let's just find Finn. This is tiring, Rosemarine. Asking about town, you mean? No, I don't think we can count on that. I should have chosen my words a little more carefully, I suppose. That's alright, Elise. We'll find a way. It's a little too late for that, Rosemarine. If only I could turn back time and attempt it again. Either way, Elise, folks are rather restless. You haven't been asking about town yourself, have you? No, of course not. Alright, well, I'll call for you if I need you. I'll be here, Elise. Okay, then. Okay, first, let's find Finn and talk to people. There's the game. What are they up to? It's rather tricky now that we don't have Eugen's horses. You could lend us a hand, Freya.
Elise!
Oh, Elise, won't you tell Papa to stop before he... Ah? Freya's as strong as I am, believe it or not.
Papa?
Papa? Looking rather flustered, aren't you, Freya? Because he makes it sound as if I'm a... I'd say it's an asset, not a fault, Freya. I'm not that strong, anyhow. I must say I'm curious to see that now, lass. Don't pressure her, Heinrich.
Wait, really?
Oh, but even I would like to see how strong she is. All right, all right. How's this, then? I can't believe it. Gustav weighs as much as a horse, but look at that. She barely broke a sweat, too.
Atta-girl.
That's my daughter. Atta girl, Freya.
Papa?
Papa, not in front of Elise, too. Huh? This is the kind of cheer Kieferberg needs. Truly, I'm tired of hearing about this witch. Alrighty. Wait. Why did I see a Muffy symbol there? It's a good thing Apfel's feeling better, Lisbeth. No use in brooding now. It'll only wear you down even more. Oh, I can't help but worry. Mr. Bernard is right, Mrs. Lisbeth. Even so, you must keep an eye on the children. How's your horse, Eugen? Tired still. Poor thing's lying about in the hay. So are my goats. To think someone would do such a thing. I've been keeping calm, not wanting to rile folks up, but you've been too calm, I'd say. Cursing Kieferberg to hell won't bring my horses back, Bernard. Someone ought to have done it, that's all I have to say. I must say I'm starting to understand how these old folks feel. Mrs. Lisbeth, it's certainly easier to believe there's a witch, isn't it? I see Muffy hanging over there. Oh, hey, can you give me bread, please? Hiding from those folks, are you, Lieb? Is it that obvious, huh? To me, yes. Folks have been hounding me all day, is all. I don't want to admit it, at least, but... I made a mess of that whole ordeal. I'm truly sorry, Liebkehen. I didn't mean to trouble you. That's not what I was gonna say, but please continue. I feel awful about it. I know you do, Elise. It doesn't matter anymore. What were you gonna say, then? That we ought to take all these goings-on seriously, Elise. There's no witch, Liebgehen. Yet folks are losing their wits all the same. There's no witch, says Elise, the girl who keeps going into the forest, finding the the devil area. You know, all's good there. Yet folks are losing their wits all the same, aren't they? Best keep calm, is what you're saying. Say, Elise, you're hiding something from me, aren't you? You're putting yourself in danger, aren't you? Liebgehen? You know me. You know I can tell when something's not right. It's nothing to worry about. In truth, it's not even... Whatever it is, Elise, I won't be able to help you with it. Not when you keep secrets from me, and not when... No, I won't say it. Liebgehen, I truly... Be careful, Elise. That's my only request. Okay, then. I'm worried. If I go to pass time, is it gonna just make it impossible to give, I mean, honestly, if I have to choose between eating the cookies or giving the cookies to Muffy, I kind of have to eat them now. I'm hoping I can get some food by finding the side quest guy. Where the hell is he, though? I can't remember who the hell that character was. Oh, here you guys are. They had their fill, I'd wager. The crows, Mr. Guido? 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 It was Guido, right? They've been circling the windmill all morning, the bastards. Yet they haven't come for the grain even once. No reason to stand guard, then. Would you say they won't? If they haven't attempted it until now... Oh, you're that guy. Okay, I need to talk to him. Who's to say, Elise? We can't leave the windmill, that's what. Ah, no, I was saying that maybe now. They're not coming for the grain because we're here, I'm certain. They'd come diving down the moment we left, I'd wager. That's a given. I suppose... Oh, nice, I lost some suspicion on that choice. Okay, maybe it's okay if I let Muffy increase the suspicion today. They're not leaving, and Mr. Eugen's got the key. Maybe Mr. Eugen will be around this evening. Well, I can't seem to talk to him about anything right now. A workbench sits outside, typically used by the townsfolk of Kieferberg to bag newly milled flour. It only goes up by 2 today. I guess I can afford to take the hit. I'm pretty sure, like, it only matters if you let it fill all the way, right? It doesn't seem like... It seems like the optimal strategy would be to, like, bribe Muffy every other day. Because it goes down when you give her, right? Either way, I also don't want to give Muffy what she wants. Like, look at her. Muffy needs a good kick. Who she thinks she is? She would steal cookies from a Teddy Ursa, you know she would. She absolutely would. The heartless piece of crap wouldn't even think twice about it. That's why we can't trust her. Don't go losing your wits like that, Audelai. It may be best to rest for the day, Mrs. Audelai. Is everything alright? Eek! What's gotten into her? Audelai is terrified of crows, Elise. Old Johann's right. It's that lassie and her cousin. Oh, for goodness sake. This isn't good for you, Audelai. Think about your health. Your heart can't take much more. Oh, but I can't settle down, Marielle. The Lord is with Kieferberg. We must not forget that. You want to put your faith in him, Mrs. Audelai. That's right, Audelai. You can't get swayed by whatever old Johann says. Do I look like a witch to you, Mrs. Audelai? Oh, I wouldn't know, lass. What do you mean you wouldn't know? Don't rile her up, Elise. We'll take care of her. Don't you worry, dearie. Okay, now at this point, I think it's safe to save the game and save Scum the minigame. Muffy, you can stop following me around. I will throw Muffy in that fountain and they will not let her out. Why does Muffy want to take food from poor people? She doesn't want to just do that. She wants to blackmail me. There's no point in making a new save now. I needed those cookies. I needed the 3 hunger. We hate Muffy in this house forever. Okay, Wilhelm with the chickens. Kiss the Rat is finicky as hell. I don't like that one. I say we try helping the old lady with the chickens again until we get the best amount of money. Okay. I wonder, since you were taking a look at things, is it actually possible to date or fill the heart meter of all the girls in one playthrough? I know that each date event is actually unique, though, because like it's not like you advance in a sequence. You basically have to choose between like a specific event happening. Like if Rosamarine's at the cliff, you have the event at the cliff. You're not gonna have that one when you meet her at the crossroads on a different day. Apparently so. So I shouldn't stress too much about it. Except save scum the minigames. We're gonna do that. Are you ones to eat a lot of eggs, Elise? What else is there to do in this town? Oh, you have enough for a hog or two, I'm certain. Huh? Anyhow, would you fetch me a few eggs for supper? Alright. Let's have you pitch in for that hog. What do you say? You bring me the entire coop, I will. No. Here's the thing. The problem with this is that if you get Rosamarine to help, it makes the game easier. However, it also keeps her from wandering about town and raising the suspicion level on you. I can't afford that. I can't afford that. I'm gonna say no. Let's just get as much money as we can here. I believe I did this one before. Chicken Frenzy. I mean, at least the dialogue choice is letting me lower suspicion. It's at 0 right now. Can I afford the +1 and the +2 from Muffy? I'm gonna have to. Okay, let's see if I can get this one down, because I need the money from this. 2, 1. Okay. What? No, I turned around. Oh, crap. Okay. No! Man, the input to turn around in place is delayed as hell, unless you move up or down. Oh, that is so annoying. Okay. Okay. Oh, come on. Okay. Damn it. Okay. That was pretty good. That's gotta be an S rank, right? The food and suspicion system makes you too stressed to play this? Yeah, I could see that. It seems stressful to me. I feel like if you want to see everything, you're gonna have to refer to a very strict guide. How much does an S rank give me? Heck no, we're not trying again. You win! Why, I was jesting, lass. You didn't have to bring me the entire coop. I merely did what I was asked to, Mrs. Wilhelm. Here you go, Elise, for your hog. Oh, yes. 60, whatever those are. Oh, if only this were enough for even a sausage, let alone an entire hog. You got to have money. We got that money right there. None of it's for Muffy, though. Damn it. Wait, it only went up by 1? Wait. It went up less because I ignored her? Oh, that's OP right there. Because I didn't give her any extra lines to work with? Okay, then. Ignore Muffy and nothing bad happens. Only went up by 1. Well then, what's the plan now? I can go meet Freya at the village inn. So here's what I could do. I could just start ignoring Muffy. I could see what her dialogue is, but we can see if ignoring her completely only increases it by 1. No, it clearly showed Muffy's icon, so it wasn't Rosa Marine adding any suspicion. I'll probably get an earful about that when I leave the town. Let me go make a save on a separate slot. Hold up, maybe I can talk to some of the townsfolk to lower the suspicion as well. Oh look, it's Muffy. Talking to the Holy Lady. New save slot. Ignore Muffy. Nothing bad happens. Okay, let's talk to people. I was wondering, Elise, don't you find it strange the crows are still hanging about town? Now that you mention it, I already got the testament, so there's no real reason for them to stay. Unless there's something else they want from you, Elise. Such as... oh, I wouldn't know. Something else they're wanting. They've guided you to the windmill. I suppose that was nice of them. Ah, how nice of them indeed. Maybe they're waiting to tell you something else. We'll see about that, Rosemarine. Understood. Maddie? Oh, but my auntie's going to... What have you done now, Molly? Elise, it's not what you think. I didn't... She stole one of Mrs. Elma's buns she had cooling on the windowsill. Oh yeah, and people are gonna believe her about all this stuff? No, I didn't. She gave it to me, and Mrs. Elma had me give Molly here a good earful. Does your auntie not feed you, Molly? It's complicated. She doesn't? I'm still a growing lass, Elise. 8 buns a day isn't enough. 8? Either way, Missy. It's Muffy. Why can't any of you... You don't deserve to have your name pronounced properly, Muffy. You don't deserve it. You don't deserve it because you're a piece of crap and the whole town hates you. Stealing is never justified, alright? You can come to me if you ever need anything. Oh, Liebkuchen. If only Elise was as kind as you. Why, you. Maybe it's best you go home to rest, Liebkuchen. I'll go with you. Then you can get me some pretzels. Oh, for goodness sake, Mindy. Why don't you go ask Granny Gretel? Tell her I sent you. She'll give you anything you want. Hooray, hooray. Really? Can I go see Granny Gretel and not starve to death? Apparently not. Okay, none of those options got me suspicion down, but I wasn't expecting that. Let's just make a save again. What was her name again? Murphy. Moosey. Oh, I would be running home if I were you, Elise. What? Lord knows what those crows have done to it by now. The wretched things are everywhere. We've been trying to get rid of them, but they won't budge. Have they broken into anyone's homes, or... Not yet, but they most definitely could. They're thieves, like rats. You'd best hide that brooch of yours, Elise, lest they steal it. You're making too much of it, Mrs. Marlin. Have you heard about Atbel, Elise? That he had his hands pecked by crows? That's nothing but hearsay, Bertha. My, but isn't that horrifying? Atfel gripped his fist too tightly. Nothing more. Oh, you'd say that's it? Of course that's it, Bertha. Ludwig says he'll have another word with Father Hans about it, but... Okay, no option to lower suspicion. What am I currently doing? I'm going to see Freya to advance the game. And I have enough food, so I should be okay. Wait, I should probably buy some more before the game advances, right? Maybe we get some more Liebkehen. Probably could. Hold up. I must apologize, lass. To me, Mr. Bernard? Had we believed you last night, we could have prepared ourselves. I can't say I see how, if I'm honest. We could have locked the granary, for starters. Makes one wonder why they're perched here in Kieferberg. It's a rare sight, that's for certain. Have you seen crows here before, Bernard? A long time ago, almost 20 years ago. It wasn't nearly as bad as this, though. It's best we have a word with Father Hans. But what, Mr. Heinrich? Kieferberg needs some direction, Elise. I must agree, Heinrich. Gustav's struggling to find common ground with Father Hans, too. It is true Father Hans doesn't seem too concerned, that's for certain. We must tell him his folks need him. They're still blocking the way. Different people are. Let's not get too close, lass. Lord knows they might swoop down for that brooch of yours. Aren't you making too much of it, Mr. Tristan? No, he's right, Elise. It is dangerous. I can't seem to settle down with these crows flying about. And Atfel's fever, too. What if it's contagious? Atfel's feeling better already, Mr. Tristan. I'm guessing I already missed my opportunity to get Finn or whatever for Ludwig, right? I couldn't find him. It didn't seem like he was in town. Whatever. Atfel's feeling better already, Mr. Tristan. Father Hans is urging us to stay calm, folks. We must see to our duties, nothing more. Easier said than done, Ludwig. Mr. Tristan. There was a theft, Tristan. Nothing strange about that. Atfel's fever was just that, a fever. I'd wager these crows we will give up on our grain soon enough, too. I'm still not convinced, Ludwig. Okay. Oh well. Nothing I can really do about that now. The game will advance when I go to talk to Freya. There she is. Don't touch it, Grun. I don't know how to say her name. I don't think I've seen anyone correct this yet. It doesn't matter, Jacob. It's dead. What in the Lord's name are you two doing to that thing? Eek! Lise! Good grief, you two know better than to touch that filth. Oh, please don't tell Mama. It fell from the sky, Elise. We were playing and it fell from the sky, I swear. Alright, fine. Stop yelling. It fell from the sky, you say. Straight down. Jacob thinks it might have been sick, but... Don't you dare touch it. Touch what? What is it? Don't yell at me, Elise. Atfel was the one who saw it first, Elise. He ran off to find some rocks for the funeral. The funeral? Whose funeral? The crow's, Elise. Oh, okay, it's a dead crow. Just don't touch it, whatever you do. What about your mama? I don't want to talk about it. Atfel said Mrs. Lisbeth isn't feeling so well. Go away, Elise. You're not invited to the funeral. That's mean. That's so mean. There's a puppy. Okay, so it doesn't look like anyone in town gave me what I wanted. Oh, good. Maybe we should talk to them. Mr. Johan, maybe I can get my suspicion down by talking to him. I don't know if talking to all these people really made a difference, but I'm gonna save just in case anyway. It's as though you never had a fever yourself, old Johan. Lad was crying out to the witch. Mechtilda? I don't think that's how you say it. Where exactly did you hear such nonsense, Mr. Johan? Oh, Elise, finally someone to talk some sense into this fool. Lisbeth herself said the lad was delirious, lass. Mrs. Lisbeth never said anything about a witch, Mr. Johann. You ought to stop spreading this nonsense about town. Folks are already tense enough as it is, Mr. Johann. Old Stefan warned us about this, Mechatilda. If I may ask, old Johann, what's so special about old Stefan's word? I must say I'm curious, too. Old Stefan knew Kieferberg was to face many trials, lass. And now we're seeing them right before our eyes. What about the witch, then? Very true. I'm yet to see her out and about, Johann. Time will reveal all, I say. Okay, he's not suspecting me anymore. He's just flip-flopping, ain't he? Living right in the center of Kieferberg would make my life easier. And I'd be Mrs. Adelai's neighbor. Heck no. Don't want to be neighbors with her. That would suck. Oh, wait. Have I seen this before? I heard it was a whole ordeal to get this grindstone down the hill. Is this the thing that was blocking it before? The worn-down, rough-looking grindstone sits as the centerpiece of the resting area. Taking a look at my sanity, do you think I should buy a small potion for it? I feel like I should. It seems like a good idea to save scum those locations as well, because if you spend a little less time in there, then it doesn't go down as much. I need to get some bread as well. I get so lonely all by myself in this inn. Okay. Matches, we don't need those. Bandages. Spice, worst. Oh, okay, 3 health. This costs 10. Same value, really. I should buy one of these for now. Just so we don't have to deal with that in case it comes up again. Roast turkey. Okay. Not as much value for the food there, though. Party soup, 30 for that. Nah, it seems like the witching hour locations give out items to restore your health. They don't give you anything for your hunger or sanity, though, which is the problem. Let's go to the old lady. Again, emergency, I could always sell some stuff as well. It's kind of weird how it randomizes the location of, dialogue choices for the shop as well. I'm gonna buy 2 things of bread for now. It should be okay. What do I have on me currently? I have a pretzel. Okay. Oh, hang on, I haven't talked to you guys. I didn't know you were coming with, Elise. Where to, Mrs. Linda? We're stopping by Lisbeth's place, Elise. Oh, my poor Jacob won't settle down. It's taken a toll on the children, that's for certain. I'm meaning to ask her if they would like to spend the night with us. They'd appreciate spending some time together, I'd wager. Lisbeth would most likely want to watch over Apfel, Linda. Oh, that's true. Apfel's seen these goats, he tells me. Such a horrible sight for someone his age. Oh, the ones with their heads cut. I'll come about later, too. I'm concerned about Mrs. Lisbeth. Oh, me too. Her being a widow, also. What does that have to do with any of this, Mrs. Brunhilde? Brahilda? I think that's what chat said. Truly, don't be so superstitious. Oh, I suppose. Okay. None of them are giving me any suspicion down dialogue. Looking cheeky again. Alright, 2 bread for now. Anything else? Alrighty then. Currently I'm at 3. I feel like I should just down one of them right now. Now let's go talk to Freya. And I have to save the game before that as well. No, yeah, I didn't give Muffy the cookies. Not just because I saved over it accidentally, but because it turns out if you ignore her, it goes up by 1 instead of 2 when you just don't give her what she wants. That seems like it's a really abusable detail. That being said, I can just reload after checking her dialogue for the day. Okay, now the moment you've all been hounding me for. Time to go date Freya. There she is. I'll spend time with her. There, I'm dating the girls. You happy? Enjoying yourself, are you?
Elise!
Oh, Elise. I'm so glad you're here. I was losing my wits.
Now that you mention
Mrs. Wilma's been giving you a hard time, I'd wager. I don't want to be mean, but she can be a little pushy. Ill-bred and ungrateful. That's what she is.
Oh,
Elise. All of Kieferberg would agree with me, and you know it. Sit. Now let's stop talking about Mrs. Wilma for a moment. You put up with too much of these folks' nonsense, Freya. I don't have much of a choice, the way I see it. Yes, you do, Freya. Folks have always praised me left and right, Elise. I can't help but feel I ought to live up to their expectations. You don't have to live up to anything, you know that.
I know.
You wouldn't understand, Elise. Huh? Daisies truly do suit you best, don't they?
For goodness
You keep avoiding the subject, Freya. Not on purpose. This one sounds probably right. It very much is, Freya. You know it, I know it.
I know.
I've always been ashamed of what I did, Elise. It's alright, Freya. It's in the past. There's been some... They keep referencing her doing something back in the day. Folks kept pitting us against each other when we were children, and I... Oh, Elise, I ought to confess. Huh? The eggs you picked for Mrs. Bertha that day, I broke them. I broke them on purpose. Huh? Freya?
What
I
can
made
we
a mess
do?
of her laundry that day. I was so afraid I had to give her... I had her give you an earful instead so she'd forget about me.
For goodness sake.
For goodness sake. I'm so sorry, Elise. I did so many bad things back then. Blaming you for my blunders. Getting you in trouble at every chance. Telling the townsfolk you weren't capable so they'd ask for me, and...
I see.
I said it's all right, Freya. I didn't understand how I felt back then, either, so I...
For goodness sake.
Goodness sake, I don't hold any of that against you. Then, when you said I was overcompensating,
You know,
I understand, Freya. I know how you feel, alright?
Elise.
Elise, things are different now, aren't they? We've been spending more time together, being honest with each other. Trying to just adjust the volume a tad.
Elise.
Oh, Elise! I like being your friend, Freya. Let's put it all behind and...
Oh,
Oh, Elise, she just killed me. My crumpled body will now be lying on the ground. Death by Yuri hug. Oh!
Oh, it's wonderful.
I love spending time with you, too. Look, you can even see a snapped bone in the corner of that image. I've always wanted to get close to you. Freya, I can't breathe. Now that we're truly friends, I'm truly so... Oh, I'm so happy. Oh, Freya! I'm dying! I ought to have said this all a lot sooner. Ugh. Freya, dearie, how are the wreaths coming along? Oh, it's Mrs. Wilma. How are you so strong?
Oh, right.
Before I go, Elise, I'll be home all afternoon tomorrow. I'll be there. Freya. I'm coming, Mrs. Wilma. For goodness sake. I think I'd better sit down a moment. It seems like to unlock the next date, you have to do one at the beginning. The game made me choose, though. Like, it gives you the opportunity for Rosemarine by herself. And then it gives you the opportunity to choose between Freya and Liebkuhin. And it seems like because I picked Freya, now only Freya's ones seem to be available. I don't really get... Oh, Liebkuhin. She's still giving me food? Oh, I'm not dating her, but I love her. Food, 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 food. Holy food. Make save. Bless the holy woman. I don't know if it's how I'm supposed to possibly set it up so that you can date all 3 girls as the game goes on, though. Because the way it's set up at the beginning, you only really have an opportunity to get it going with Rosemarine and either Freya or Liebkuhin. The windmill? Oh, I went in there. I found a doll, though. Oh, hang on. Wait, Elise. There you are, lassie. Huh? We need to have a word with you, Elise. Word with me, you say? Your cousin's been going about town spreading nonsense, such as, why, saying the crows are nothing to fret about, for instance. She's a kind soul, Mrs. Elma. She isn't afraid of any animals, on the contrary. I see how that might be true, Elise, but still, we're to be wary of such things, not make little of them. Or make little of them. You don't need to attend every single romantic date to complete the game successfully. You can spend your time working for currency instead if you need to. Okay, but if you fail to attend 2 romantic dates in a row, it will lock you out of a character's romantic route, so use your time wisely. Oh, okay. So I guess... Wait, so it doesn't seem like it's possible to date both of them then. Rosemarine's pretty much given to you, and... Well, I guess if I alternated between Freya and Liebkuhin at the start, that would have unlocked it. Okay. I understand, Mrs. Elma. But that's not all, lass. She's been asking about Apfel's fever, you see. Why, she's a worrier, Mr. Ludwig. Everyone's worried about Apfel. Why wouldn't she be? Well, that's a fair point, Elise. I don't think there's any point in making too much of things, Mrs. Elma. This is dangerous. I ought to make certain I bring Rosemarine to work with me, or I'll have to deal with this every day. Okay, it looks like I answered the questions just fine, so I didn't get anything. Oh, that's perfect. Oh, this was actually very good for that, wasn't it? Yeah, it seems like if you go into this for the first time, you're guaranteed to just miss a bunch of events, aren't you? What are you doing here? What the hell are you doing here, girl? Eek! Oh, please, Elise, don't tell my auntie. What in the Lord's name are you doing out here, Melly? I've had it with her, Elise. She's always making me work all day. Perhaps she needs your help, Mindy. She only likes me when I'm working. I'm certain she wouldn't look for me if I went missing. You haven't seen Apfel by chance, have you? I was looking about, but that's all right, Molly. You won't tell my auntie, will you? Not after what you just told me, no. Still, you'd best not try your patience too much, you hear? Oh, Elise. Since you like me so much, won't you give me some... For goodness sake, Miffy. Are we friends now? Can you stop blackmailing me? Well... So yeah, I don't know, yeah, I like the idea in the future of, like, doing a perfect playthrough. Because it seems like if you go into this game for the first time, you're just going to miss so much, because there's no way you can know exactly what to do. It's kind of like, reminds me of, like, Persona in a way, where you want to do all the social links, but you're not going to be able to do them all, unless you know literally exactly what you're doing from the beginning. There we go. What about down here? Is there anything? Let's, meet Lieb Cohen at the bakery. Okay. Let's go to the bakery now. Wait, what was that? Oh, it's this. Covered in dents and scratches, anvils, smooth surface glistens in the sunlight. I feel like I should just save again. You never know. Come on, save. Game and saved. Okay. Hang on, what? Is there any point to talking to Ludwig here? Maybe I'll get a chance to lower my suspicion. On your way home, are you? Rest assured, Mr. Bernard, I'm about to leave. Afraid the last will be taken by the crows, Bernard? You'd best not jest, old lad. What about you two? Still worried about the crows? I wish they'd leave already, that's what. They're just resting here, I'd say. They didn't hurt anyone or try to steal anything else. It's not as though they necessarily had to, Mr. Bernard. Doesn't sit right with me is all. Speaking of which, I'm concerned about Eugen. He's been rather cheery for someone who's been robbed, don't you think? I'd say he seems fine to me. Folks like him, Elise. Oftentimes they're misleading you to think they're in good health. What makes you think that, Mr. Wilhelm? Eugen isn't one to share his thoughts, lass. Lad's the same as always, as though nothing happened. We must make certain he isn't left on his own for long stretches of time, lest he... Alrighty then, let me finally go get my bread. Right, I was going past here and then I saw her. Hello. Hello, holy lady. I know, Elise. I haven't said anything yet, have I? You don't have to, Elise. What am I gonna do with you, Liebkehin? At least, tell me you'll get a good night's sleep tonight. Nobody else breaks into a fever, I might. Here's your bread, Elise. She's so passive-aggressive on that swing set. So it seems like Liebkehin is guaranteed to give me, always guaranteed to at least give me 2 bread at the end of every day. What's on your mind, Liebkehin? Things that would upset you, Elise. I'm not certain you trust me at all. I trust you enough to not ask you about it. You keep coming back to this, Lieb. If there's... I meant it, Elise. You don't have to tell me. Whatever it is, you can't tell me. I won't pry. You trust me that much, huh? Even if you truly were the witch. Liebkehin. I mean it, Elise. I trust you'll tell me in time, whenever you're ready. I think she's taunting me. Look, passive-aggressive. You're truly tired. For someone who's so attentive to others, Liebkehin, you're not. I'll see you about town tomorrow. For goodness sake, you're so stubborn. Well, I got bread. Holy girl's bread acquired. Have dinner with Rosamarine. Next, oh, okay, next later in the story. Ask Eugen about the key. It's currently evening, so it's gonna progress to the witching hour. Oh, what's happening? Elise! Elise, come quick! What happened? What's the matter, Jacob? It's Apfel. He's gone missing. What? Oh, please, come quick, Elise. We must go and look for him. That's right. We can't sit about waiting forever.
No,
What's going on here? Apfel's gone missing, Elise. Hopefully the lads will find him on their patrol. They will happen upon him, I'm certain. They don't know he's missing, Father. By the time they're back, my poor boy could have... Mama, we all need to remain calm. Calm, Father. My boy is missing. Lord knows if he's all right, let alone if the worst has happened. We all knew those crows were an omen.
out with it!
Not this again, you old wretch. Ought have taken the lad off to the witch. Oh, shut up, Johann. What a horrible thing to say, old Johann.
You old geezer!
You truly have no decency, you.
That's enough!
We cannot give in to hysteria, brethren. Oh, to think the lads went out in search of crows. Crows were a threat, lass. That's it. I'm going looking for him myself.
Anyway,
I'll go. Let me be the one to go, Mrs. Lisbeth. It's best we wait for the lads. I can't allow... Oh, will you really, Elise? Now there's a brave lass. Oh, but Father Hans is right. It's dangerous. Leave it to me, Mrs. Lisbeth. Oh, Elise. I do not condone your disobedience, Elise. I do. I need you to go, Elise. For, Angelica's sake? I'm pretty sure you just say it as Angelica, right? As well. Truly, the poor lass can't be without a mother. We can lend a hand with whatever you need, Elise. You'd best make certain you have enough food and matches, dear. I'll be here, Elise. Let me know when you're leaving. Okay, I think they're hinting that I should save the game. Oh. Okay. We got a little intermission screen. Find your way to the woods. Oh, do they mean the actual woods? The woodland? Yep, they do. They want me to... Okay, we're going right into the witching hour thing. I did buy a sanity potion, yeah, don't worry. But let's start making a separate save now. After this one, from now on, I'll save at 19. Okay. I think maybe I could do the witching hour and then call it an episode. I've been going around 3 hours with this lately, but I do want to take it a little bit easier because my throat... There's so much reading in this game, my throat just feels tired by the end of a stream of this. So... Oh, I'm certain he's all right, dearie. I can only hope you're right, Mrs. Marielle. We must keep a positive outlook, Mrs. Elizabeth. Thought you didn't condone my disobedience, Father. My duty is to care for my brethren's well-being, Elise. You ought to be aware it's dangerous. The lass couldn't bear the thought, Father. We can't leave Atfel roaming the woods by himself. Lord knows how sick he was yesterday. If that fever were to strike him again in the woods, make certain I find him, Mrs. Elizabeth. I appreciate it, Elise, but if you find it's too dangerous... Elise will find him, Lisbeth. We must trust the lass. Here you go, Elise. Please be careful. Oh, I almost just knocked something over. Oh, ointment. Okay. Thank you, Mrs. Lisbeth. We will make certain the lads, or to send the lads after you when they arrive. Don't wander off too far, you hear? Thank you, Elise. Maybe the other people will give me something. First, it was that awful fever, now this. Mrs. Lisbeth looks horrified. I can't even imagine. I can only hope he hasn't broken into a fever again, wherever he is. All you can do is bring him back to Kieferberg as fast as you can, Elise. There's only so much one can do, after all. Oh, I wouldn't know what to do if this happened to me. You'd best keep a close eye on Maggie, Mrs. Lorelei. Mary? She can look after herself just fine, lass. Better than most folks here in Kieferberg, I'd say. Mrs. Lorelei, poor Mandy is still a child. Oh, there's so much yet you don't know about her, Dorothy. Such as, she wouldn't let herself starve, for starters. My, Elise, I wasn't expecting you to volunteer of all people. That was rather brave of you, Elise. I couldn't sit still and do nothing. My, how fearless. Truly, with all this talk about the witch and whatnot. If only the lads were in town. Who knows, they might find him out and about. Don't even know to look for Atfel, Elise. It could happen nonetheless, Wilma. Do you have anything you need? Or everything you need? I believe I do. Why don't you take this? Oh, they were giving me more. Okay, it was worth it to talk to them. It's not much, I know. Thank you, Mrs. Elma. Don't expect any charity from me, lass. Careful, Elise. It seems like even if I don't have Rosamarine help me during, chores, I can just, like, talk my way out of it anyway. Let me go with you, Elise. You're not going anywhere, Jacob. I'm a man too. Atfel needs us, Granny. Elise doesn't need you getting in her way, Jacob. Your mother's right, Jacob. I wouldn't get in the way, I wouldn't. Can't look after you and myself at the same time, do you understand? Oh, but I wouldn't. We must trust Elise, Jacob. I know you're hurting, Jacob, but she's right. Mama? I'll do my best to find him, Jacob, I promise. All right, Elise. What about this? Will Freya give me stuff? Or Liebkind give me stuff? Oh, Elise, maybe it's best one of us goes with you. I'll be fine, Mrs. Mechtilda. You can always change your mind, Elise. Liebkind's right, Elise. Who's to go if I don't, Freya? Well, it's a good thing you volunteered, Elise. You're a capable lass. I'm certain you'll find him. Thank you, Mrs. Ariane. I'm wondering how we didn't notice. It's no use blaming ourselves now, Mrs. Mechtilda. The children told Mrs. Dorothy they lost sight of Atfel. Sometime before nightfall, it seems. Atfel was feeling all right. It may be that... What? Freya? Perhaps he felt ill and didn't want anyone to fret. Oh, don't say such a thing. Atfel couldn't have wandered too far anyhow. It'll be fine. Atfel got lost somewhere. I'm certain that's all there is to it. May the Lord be with you, Elise. Okay, I've talked to everyone. I got 2 extra healing items by doing that, so that was good. No reason to save on 19 yet. We can just save here. So I guess as soon as I go to the woods, it's going to become like the witching hour again. Thanks for gifting a sub there. Friend, appreciate it. What about you, Muffy? Are you sitting around? Mrs. Lorelai's too hard on Molly, I'll give her that. Not really. Apparently she's not hard enough on her. To the woods. I got a sanity potion, I got heals, and my hunger is good, and I got bread from Liebkind. So many crows. Yep, here we go. Okay. Let's do this section. I'm sure it'll be just fine. Oh, this again? Here I am again. I ought to find Atfel and fast. It's exactly the same. Nothing different. Everybody be comfy and cozy. There's just, you know, a giant coliseum in the middle of the woods. We're not going to question that. Remember, the witch is complete nonsense. But this... Oh, this is just perfectly... This just makes perfect sense. Especially when the crows start talking. You can't run here. Uh-oh. Oh, there's a new path. That crow is trying to tell me something, I suppose. Is this path available to pick up the golden ghosts I missed before? Maybe, but I don't care. I'm not getting them. Maybe. I'll probably end up doing a perfect run of my own time to get the platinum trophy. Oh, this. Okay, here we go.
What is this?
This isn't where I was yesterday, is it? Atfel. Atfel, can you hear me? Am I saying this right, by the way? Am I supposed to say it as Atfel? Or do you say it with, like, Atfel? Atfel is right? I have to find him. Goodness knows what could have happened to him by now. Oh, okay. I was holding skip at the end of the cutscene. Are those going to hurt me if I get too close to the spiky walls? Mosaic slab. What's this thing? A tile? Come to think of it. Hold up. I picked this up, but there wasn't really anything else to do with it right now. There wasn't anything else in that cave to do either. Sell the leather purse for a little bit, if needed. Mosaic slab. I'd better be careful. Oh no, those are still here. There's a golden ghost. I'm ignoring those. Please tell me that the amount of golden ghosts you talk to does not affect the ending. Please tell me that. Outside of, like, any bonus thing. Because to me, it seems like a collectible that just costs extra resources to pick up. What's this thing? A tile? I'm assuming they're like the pumpkin charms from Pocket Mirror. Doesn't affect it? Okay, good. Acorn. I wonder if you could sell matches, since it's easy to kind of max them out during these times. This wall, it's a mosaic. It's missing pieces, isn't it? Missing pieces, missing pieces. That's what I said, thank you very much. Uh-oh. Okay. So it looks like I need 4 pieces, and I only have 1. I don't see a save point here right yet. I'm trying to stay on the lookout for the black grass, because that's where that thing runs out of. Okay, there's the second one. Endings are more based on certain choices later in the game. Okay. How many of these are there? 4 of them, at least. We've been over this. Oh, there's a save point. 2 acorns. 5 matches, okay. The game caps you at 20 matches, and it hands them out like candy. I feel like it's almost... they shouldn't have even bothered making matches limited. What do we have up here? I saw this in that windmill the other day. Yeah, I assume whoever you romance to the end affects the ending greatly. Acorns. Okay. Oh, another save point. What's this? Current is ask... Wait a second. What? Ask Eugen about the key, look for apple in the woods? Am I choosing between the two? Or was I supposed to do that while I was in town? No, but everyone... all the men were out on patrol. He shouldn't be there, though. So I couldn't have done that, right? Otherwise, why weren't they saying, hey, Eugen, maybe you should go out there. You're a capable young man. Let me check how many slabs I got. Oh, went to the top. Just 3 right now. They put a save point here right away again. Keep saving on this. More acorns. I'm getting a lot of acorns now. I feel like this pattern here is important, but I don't know why yet, and there's too much to memorize. Was my lantern not on? I thought it was. Oh, hey, I think I found him. Did it automatically turn it off for dramatic effect? Hey, you alright?
What in the Lord's name?
Apple! Hold tight. I'll get you out of there. Blood Moon.
That was tiring.
Let's get you out of there and go home. Uh-oh.
Rose and Marine.
Why are you looking at me like that? Why are you looking at me like that? The woodland. This grove. It's aching. Rosemarine? Your flesh, your blood, your love. All that's rightfully mine, my progeny.
What?
That's how you say that, right? I think it is. This thing's not Rosemarine. I can give you all that you desire. What? My beloved daughter.
What in the Lord's name?
What are you? This lass, Rosemarine, is she the one your heart desires? What? Are you? I want to go out on a limb here. Is this... Do they only look like this because I've mostly been romancing Rosemarine? Like, if I had higher hearts with Freya, would this witching hour part have like a demonic Freya instead? I'm wondering about that. What are you? They're coming. We will meet again. A vile stench, tainting our grove,
Out with it!
It's you. The lad's staying where he is, lassie. The lad's staying.
Hurry it up!
Atbel, come now. Elise? Quickly, Atbel, we have to leave this place. That creature brought him right into our beaks, lass. We're not about to waste a hearty meal. A hearty meal. Oh, my eye. Come, Atbel. We'll curse you. Dare not defy me. Leave the lad. We'll devour him. Uh-oh. What's happening? Oh.
Alright.
Atbel, run. I can't move, Elise.
What in the Lord's name?
He's mimicking my movement? My legs, they're moving on their own. We have to leave this place, Atbel. Elise, I'm scared.
Anyway.
Come, Atbel, we have to move. Well then. Okay. Wait, what? Huh? Why did that fall apart? Oh, some of them are wobbling. Oh, this is great. This is fantastic. I have to do this with a control stick as well. Oh, it's gonna be so easy to walk on the wrong tile. The D-pad doesn't do anything. I did save before the cutscene. If I screw this up, I'm gonna have to reload it a bunch. I just have to watch and make sure the pile we both step on doesn't wobble. Process of elimination here. I see it wobbling there, which means it's got to be this way. Seems like 2 up is a... Two down seems to be it. The right. It seems like right down is safe. Oh, I can diagonal move? Well, okay then. I don't know if I was supposed to do that, but I did. Oh, no, it's still going. Okay. I like this part better than the bird randomly pecking me through the damn trees, that's for sure. Okay. Elise, my eye. Where are we going? Watch your step, Apfel. We'll find a way. This is like a Mario Party minigame with real consequences. Oh, there's a save point. Okay, I made one mistake in the last part. We can do this. We can do this. I felt like the bird tree part was very sensitive. Not to mention the moth puzzle just straight up did not work for me. I had to just, like, take damage to, like, get around it, because the answer wasn't working. It would not go to that one corpse last time. So, okay. So it looks like this is just standard move. Oh, that's why there's spikes on the wall. That's why there's spikes on the wall. I get ya. Hold up. What was that noise? Oh, okay. They do not want me spending long on this. What? The crack hit me? Oh, that's a little unfair, don't you think? What? What hit me? Wait, the crows Wait, the crows are hurting me! Oh, I didn't realize that. Hang on. Now wait, am I hitting spikes as Elise? Where? No, it's not. The crows are pecking me. Right? No? Then what the hell's hitting me? Atfel hit the spikes? Where? I thought he was far away from them. Now I bump into spikes there. Either way, I need to reload. Whatever. I thought the crows were damaging me, but it may have been the spike wall for one of them. I guess I did hit the spikes. It didn't really look like it to me. Okay, let's cheese by walking into this. Looks like I need to just... Uh-oh. Wait, what? Oh, damn it, there's spikes behind that. Hey, damn it. I thought he was safe there for a second. I need to lean in. I can't even make out the damn spikes on my TV's resolution or something. Alrighty. I thought it was a crack hitting me before, but I think this is fine. Seems like I can ignore the cracks for the most part. Okay. Crows aren't damaging me. I'm safe. I'm safe. I'm wholesome. Crack is just there to startle me. Damn it! Dude, that is such a tight spot there. How the hell am I supposed to do that safely? I can't tuck him away down there. Oh, damn it, I walked into the spikes as her. Oh, I need to reset this now. I'm gonna take too much damn damage. I didn't really see those as spikes. Kind of blended in. Oh well. I could tuck Elise in here and then just have him run around to the end, but I feel like that's too simple of an answer. Dude, bro, how do you get by that without taking damage? There's like no space. Oh, okay, let's try this. Okay. Ooh, that part has frustrated me. Hang on. We're good. We're good. We're good. Hang on. This spot right here for Apfel, like, how the hell do you get by? I can't! It's like there's not enough room for him. Ooh, that's frustrating to me. Uh-oh. Elise has to come with him, otherwise the camera won't follow. Wait, she's stuck now. Yeah, I gotta reload. Okay, we can't do it like that. Okay. Hold up. I got this part down. This is probably why they gave me a bunch of heal items before this, but obviously I don't want to just sacrifice all the hits. Except, in the case of that one spot down there with Apfel... Yeah, the crows are safe. I misunderstood. I don't think you can get by that. There's not enough room for him to squeeze in. It's so annoying to me. Ugh. I didn't even initially think the one in the bottom right was, I didn't think the one in the bottom right was, spikes at first. Hang on. I'll just be a true gamer and blame the hitboxes. Hold up, if I get him against this wall... Oh, there we go, there we go. Hold up. Uh-oh. Damn it. Come on! Now I'm stuck. I'm just gonna die if I don't reload. Oh. If I could do this with the D-pad, this would be so much easier, but it's control stick only. Whatever, whatever. Let's go. Stuck. Stuck. Get them out of... Oh, well, they're not going through the same maze. Being in sync doesn't really work. Oh, I actually got through it. I don't know how I did it, but I got through it. Okay. Now use the wall here. Okay. I gotta use, like, the wall edges here to get one down. Okay, now if I hold right... Okay. Okay, so far so good. Go up. To the right. Now Elise needs to do this. Uh-oh. Which way was out? Oh, oh dear. Oh dear. Oh, this is gonna be rough, isn't it? Almost got it. Wait. Hang on. Hug this. Okay, there we go. That was nerve-wracking. Let me save. At first, I just didn't see the spikes Apfel was walking, but then when I did know what I needed to do, I just kept bumping into them easily. Oh no, here we go again. It does feel a little finicky. I'm surprised I even took no damage during that one spot this time. At least I can't see where I'm going. At least they gave me a save at the start and end, yeah. Don't wander around too much, Apfel. Try to follow my voice. Elise, where are you?
All right.
It's alright, Apfel. Walk in a straight line. I'll be watching over you. I feel dizzy. Trust me, Apfel, I'm right here.
Keep it together, Elise.
I must make certain I don't lose sight of him. What? What? Dude. Am I on a time limit? What am I doing? Chain has been broken. Cool. I can run. Uh-oh. Damn it. Okay. I'm gonna have to just tank some hits sometimes. Oh, I'm so scared I'm gonna drift into it. Ooh. Oh! What? No! No! I had it! I had it! It was rising! Okay. Alright. You're gonna try again? You try again there, man. I'm sure I'll be fine. Rising wasn't good enough. Okay. Ouch. I have to just shrug off the damage. How many of you all are just, like, wincing at the thought of, like, accidentally hitting the spikes now? Okay. Oh, I gotta keep going. No! 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 Just go. Just go. I'm gonna have to use a heal in a moment. Maybe that pretzel. Okay. He's still going. Alright, hang on. Oh, there's black grass. Hold up. First. Pretzel, 1 heart, 1 hunger. I got 8 acorns. I think they might only go up to 9, so you know what? Let's just eat one of those now. I don't know how I didn't get hit. Wait, what? Oh, there was a loop? No, 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 no. I'm not gonna make it. I don't think I have enough time to make it now. Go. Just barely. Bro, this is stressful. Did I make it? Did I make it? Are you alright, Apfel? Elise, I feel dizzy. Wait for me. I'm coming for you. Holy moly. That part wasn't... That part, like, functioned just fine. It was just very tense. Oh? Okay. Oh, there he is. Elise? I'm with you now, Apfel. It'll be alright.
Alright.
Let's go back now. To Kieferberg. Okay. Alright, it's fallen down. So I saved the child, and now the town should love me. Okay. All things considered, that one wasn't as bad as the other ones. The main issue I had was, like, the moth puzzle and the bird in the trees during the previous two. They were a little bit difficult for me. The only issue I had tonight was getting a feel for the spike hitboxes once I actually realized some of those walls were spikes. I don't know, maybe it looks better on your guys' end, but maybe my TV's resolution, those spikes almost kind of blended in and looked a little bit rounded into the wall. Some of them, I should say. That's why I was confused as hell earlier. Ugh. Mama! Oh, thank heavens you're alright. Mama, Apfel. I was so scared, Mama. They looked hard to see for you guys, too? Okay. You're alright now, my boy. Oh, Apfel. I thought I'd never see you again. It's alright, my loves. We're together now. What a relief. Good lord, Elise. You really did find him. It wasn't easy, that's for certain.
Atta girl.
Atta girl, Elise. Folks told us all about it. We were about to set off after you. This is a moment to celebrate, folks. Prepare us a feast. Do you think the horse boss was a bit wonky? The thing about that one is the second chase scene, it seems like it's only possible to outrun it, from what I remember anyway, is if you were already going into that part with a full sprint. If not, you're caught off guard, you just die. Prepare us a feast, Wilma. We're drinking to Elise tonight. Oh, how wonderful. I'll get right to it. We can't compromise the festival, Wilma. There's nothing better to celebrate than this, Father. The lad's right, Father. We ought to celebrate. To the inn, folks. To the inn.
Please.
They're gonna celebrate without me? I saved the child? Let's go celebrate Elise for saving the child. Without her. Okay. Elise!
For goodness sake.
What are you doing here, Rosemarine? You weren't coming back, so I came back for you.
Sorry,
I saw you coming back with Atfel? He got lost in the woods. I went to look for him is all. Oh, but is he alright?
You know...
Say, Rosemarine, you've been home this whole time, haven't you?
Of course.
Oh yes, I made supper and everything. You were taking so long, I thought... Come, Elise, we ought to celebrate. Oh, they are inviting me, cool. I'll be right there, Mr. Heinrich. You head on home, Rosemarine. You're not invited, just like Yoko. Oh, alright. I won't take too long, alright? I'll be home waiting for you, Elise. Well then, seems like it's safe to make a save. Happy partner anniversary, thank you. It seems that every time someone joins today's stream, they get that notification. That's the partner anniversary. It's always cutscene food, except for Lieberkin. Her mystical swing set is gone. Or rather, she's not here. Can I check it? This silly old thing. To think Lieberkin and I used to spend entire afternoons taking turns on the swing. Secured by slightly frayed rope and covered with pine needles, the swing's wooden plank gently sways in the breeze. Ah, there she is. Oh, Elise, how can I ever repay you? That's all right, Mrs. Lisbeth. There's no need to. Nonsense, Elise. You saved him, after all. How's Atfel? Him and Angelica are inside having their supper. I'm too fatigued to join you at the inn, but... That's all right, Mrs. Lisbeth. I won't be staying long either. Are you guys ready for some cutscene food? Food that will not actually fill my hunger at all? Oh, if only my goats weren't so ill. I have nothing to give you as thank you, Elise. Don't fret over such things, Lisbeth. Come, I'll keep you company. We'll all pitch in to thank Elise tomorrow. There's truly no need. I did what I felt I should. Would you mind telling me more about how you found him tomorrow? Of course, Mrs. Lisbeth. Well, see, there was this golden coliseum, talking crows, mystical ruins where we became linked at the mind and had to travel through and hopefully not get impaled by wall spikes. You know, just something that's around the German countryside. See that you get plenty of rest tonight. Of the evening music. May as well save in here. Now come on, it's a party for me. There's not really going to be dialogue choices that raise my suspicion. That would suck.
Atta-girl.
Atta-girl, Elise. Kieferberg owes you a great debt, lass. Lord knows what could have happened had it not been for you. I was lucky is all. No, Elise, I owe you an apology. What matters is that Atfel is safe and sound, Father. Heinrich's right. We have good reason to celebrate. Bottoms up, everyone. To Elise, our bravest lass. To Elise, to Elise. Oh, you don't have to. Nonsense, lass. This is better than the festival, even. Great deal better indeed. It's our chance to unwind, folks. Why don't you grab some ale and go grab Freya for a dance, Elise? Ah, yes. We're drinking all night long, lads. Even Johann's happy. To Elise! Is he still gonna call me a witch after this? Oh, there's Eugen. Really? We're gonna ruin everything by going into the mill, huh? Okay. We would have lost the poor lad if it weren't for... Oh, there she is, our bravest lass. You're making too much of it, Mr. Heinrich. Not at all, Elise. It's all thanks to you. You wouldn't have made it in time, that's for certain. I must say, I'm curious to learn more about... None of that matters, Ludwig. The night is for celebrating. I won't hear another word about that nonsense. I don't think I'll be staying long anyhow. Drink up, both of you. Lise is much too young to drink, Heinrich. Why, how old are you again, Lise? I'm 18, Mr. Heinrich. I don't believe that. I turned 19 this year. Oh, yes, I'm sure all of them are that age. She can handle a glass or two, I'm certain. Ah, maybe some other day, Mr. Heinrich. Atta girl, Elise. All of Kieferberg is in your debt, lass. Lord knows what could have happened had it not been for you. I was lucky is all. No, Bernard's right, Elise. I owe you an apology. What matters is that Apfel is safe and sound. That said, Gustav, we best learn from this ordeal. We mustn't leave Kieferberg to the women again. That's true. I'd say the woman handled it rather well, father. She's got you there, old lad. If not for me, I'm certain the others would have ventured out to find him. That's for certain. Marlin wouldn't have waited long either. Freya was getting ready to follow right after you, Elise. They were gathering to head out when we arrived. We're fortunate to have you, Elise. Enough talk. Let's celebrate. Why don't you grab some ale and go grab Freya for a dance, Elise? Oh, yes! All of Kieferberg is in your debt, lass. It's the least I could have done, if I'm honest. Truly, it could have been much worse. I fear for Jacob, too. Is he all right, Mrs. Marlin? He's home with Linda. It took a lot of effort to settle him for bed, even after you came back, Elise. I see. It's best we never head out on patrol all at the same time again. Truly, this could have been avoided. It's best we pay poor Lisbeth a visit before we settle in. Wouldn't be able to sleep not knowing how she's doing. I'll go with you. Jacob will like to know Apple is all right. Oh, it must have been so frightening, Elise. I'd say it was more frightening for Appel. It's one thing after another with him, isn't it? How is he, Elise? He seemed a little dazed, if I'm honest. No wonder, the poor lad was lost in the woods for hours. Oh, I'll stop by Mrs. Lisbeth first thing in the morning. She must be exhausted. I can't let Appel speak of what we saw in the woods. I'd wager you're as exhausted as Appel, Elise. I won't stay for long, Mrs. Ariane. Ah, we ought to celebrate while we can, then. Why don't we all have some ale? There's our lass. So glad to see her all right, my dear. You must have been frightened, poor thing. The woods aren't the most inviting, that's for certain. We're fortunate the lad wasn't taken by the witch, that's what. This is time to celebrate, old lad. Old Wilhelm's right. We ought to be glad nothing happened. Appel didn't speak of such things, that's for certain. I'm certain he didn't see anything, of course. No need to justify yourself, Elise. Make the most of your night, you hear? Atta girl, Elise. I couldn't have done it better myself, lass. You two have had quite a bit of ale, haven't you? What better occasion could we have to celebrate? Hello, friend, welcome. The festival is only a couple of days away, Mr. Guido. This is better than the festival, Elise. A great deal better indeed. I'd trust you with my baby's life, lass. Oh, You're a hero, Elise. No other way to put it. You can't leave Kieferberg now, can you? We're drinking to Elise tonight. Drinking to Elise tonight we are. I wouldn't know what we would have done without you, dearie. Oh, I only did what I had to, Miss Marielle. You're like one of the lads, Elise. When it comes to bravery, most certainly. I suppose. You must be exhausted, my dear. I won't be staying long, Mrs. Marielle. I say, I know it's a kooky thing to ask, but you didn't happen to see the witch, did you? Oh, Brunhilde, whatever. Why ask such a thing on a day like this? Old Johann said Appel was taken by the... There was no witch, Mrs. Brunhilde. That bell got lost in the woods. That's all there is to it. Oh, that's such a relief. There we go. Did I talk up here? Don't think I did. Oh, I thought I'd never see you again, lass. I always planned on coming back, Mrs. Adelai. There's no need to say that. We're all glad you're safe and sound, Elise. Both of you. I must say I'm surprised you found him. Those woods go on forever. It wasn't easy, I suppose. You suppose? Oh, but did you see her, Elise? This is Adelai. Always with that wretched witch on your mind, aren't you? We're here to celebrate, not waste our time with this nonsense. There you are, Elise, the girl of the hour. Are you all right, Mr. Eugen? Not you too, Elise. Man has to make the most of what he's got left. Don't tell me ale is all you got, Mr. Eugen. Why don't you take this, Elise? The windmill key. The key? I won't be needing that where I'm going, that's for certain. Mr. Eugen? You be careful, Elise. These folks aren't to be trusted. Blaming the witch for what happened to my horses. They're all in on it, that's what. I can't very well tell him it really was the witch, can I? Kieferberg this, Kieferberg that. You're the only one in town who's not enamored with this rat hole of a town. Who's not enamored with this rat hole of a town, Elise? I suppose. Get away while you can. Lest this place ruins you like it's ruined me. Okay. Craft the tender flesh. Mr. Eugen's right. I must do this. I'll head up that windmill and get this over with. Okay, same thing. I feel like I should save. We don't know what's gonna happen. I need to go make some hair bread. It's the only thing I can do to advance the story. I have no choice. I can't just go home and go to bed. Save progress. That night went pretty well. It gave me more than enough acorns. The townsfolk gave me extra heals as well. But the thing is, I don't want to spam heals, right? It was better to reload and learn the puzzle slowly like that. There we go. It's not just me, right? Like, look, I like this game a lot so far. Don't get me wrong. It does seem so far, though, like the spooky parts, the witching hour parts, sometimes they're a little bit finicky. I'm not just that bad at them, am I? Hang on. This just goes to this. There's nothing down here right now. Seem a little bit janky to you? Yeah. Pocket Mirror was kind of similar. Good story and visuals, but sometimes the gameplay sections could be a teensy bit, mean. Shoutouts to the mirror chase scene. They put a save point here. Uh-oh, that worries me. Why would they put a new save point here? Hold up, what does the icon look like for the time of day right now? It still has the witching hour moon. I ought to get in there and get this over with. I guess I have to manually use the key, don't I? You've come. You've come. Uh-oh. Ugh. The gift, lass, the tender flesh.
With it.
I've come here to do just that, you wretch. Show it to me, show it to me. Your ardor, your longing for that wish of yours.
This is ridiculous.
I've already been to your grove, I've cleared your trial. What else is it you want from me? Your commitment, your commitment. Show it to me, lassie, your commitment. What? What's this? Chop? Kick? Round 1. Fight! What? What am I supposed to do? Huh? What was I supposed to do? None of the buttons were doing anything. What? Chop and kick weren't doing anything during that. Oh, right after I just said it could be a little bit crusty. Come on. I was trying, it wasn't working. I hit the wrong one for each thing. Wasn't quite clear on what to do there. Wait, I'm not allowed to skip this cutscene? I can't even fast forward this one. Well then.
Out with it! This is ridiculous!
Okay. Let's try again. Okay. Which ones do I chop and which ones do I kick? Am I hitting the wrong thing? Okay. That's not chop, that's crush. Okay, I kick the organs and I crush the wheat. That wasn't exactly clear to me. I must have hit the opposite buttons and it messed everything up. Okay. I guess I did it? Oh, okay. Now, which ones do I press for this? Okay, now we're chopping wood. It should have told me to kick the guts. I would have been able to figure it out from there. Ow. Okay, I hit the wrong one there. Oh, hey, I got a trophy for it. Anyone up for some hair bread? Anybody? Want to just bite into a loaf of bread and then Elisa's hair just, like, is in that? Ugh. That crow, it's gone. Got tender flesh. It's hair bread. It's got my hair in it. It'll do, I suppose? Best I get out of here, the sooner the better. What's going on? When did I... It's that dream again. But I was in town just now. Am I... Oh, I'm supposed to move. Okay. That's a neat-looking castle. You again. Didn't you hear me? We'll be late for his banquet if you don't hurry.
Wait!
Banquet? What are you... Don't get jump scared. See you later, friend. Oh, I didn't realize how long I was going. Well, I guess this won't be... Well, this won't be 3 hours long, but it won't be, It won't be, so short either. I don't know what that thing on the side is, but it's creepy. Thursday. That was a pretty wild Wednesday right there. Oh, geez, I've been streaming a total of 7 hours? Oh my god, I lost track of time. I didn't even notice. Whoops. Huh? It's morning already. I guess I went home to bed. I don't feel like I got any sleep at all. It's best I find Rosemarine. Find Rosemarine. I have 2 dates on the list. Don't worry. Dylan's coming over tomorrow, so I'll have help with tomorrow's stream. Assuming I don't lose power again. Because we had to cancel last week because that happened. Like, he was getting ready to come over here and the power went out. I'm begging you, Flock. What's going on there? I want to save my game, but I'm going to have to see something here, aren't I? Oh, please stay put, Flock.
For goodness sake.
What's gotten into him? Oh, Elise, he's throwing a temper tantrum. I didn't know goats could do such a thing. I had my hands full with breakfast. I couldn't give him much attention. It's what you get for spoiling him so much, that's what. I know, but I can't resist his sweet little hops.
For goodness sake.
A little fluffy friend doing hops is pretty adorable. You're truly... Are you feeling better today, Elise? You still haven't told me about what happened. I can't tell her the full extent of it, can I? Not about what I saw in the woods or about her.
I'm sorry.
Are you listening, Elise?
I
Huh?
feel right.
You were telling me about the woods.
Now that you
That bell got
mention
lost in the woods, that's all. We don't need to talk about the rat maze anymore. I'm so glad I got through the bird sticking through the tree again. That part had me worried. I did not want to deal with that. I went in there to rescue him, I suppose. You're not telling me the whole truth, are you?
Elise,
Elise.
you know,
There's someone in those woods, Rosemarine. I don't know who they are or what they want from me, but I felt their presence there since Monday.
Oh,
Someone in the woodland, you say? I'm certain they hurt Apfel, or lured him in, even. Have you seen that old hag again, Elise? The one who told you about him in the Testaments. I haven't seen that old hag since then, but that Rosemarine I met in the woods. I don't know what to make of any of this, do I?
I'm sorry.
Elise? Come, Rosemarine. We should move along. Oh, it's best you go ahead without me, Elise. I think I'd best find Flock. I'll be right here with you. Alright. Okay. Head to Kieferberg Village. Well then, we're at the start of another day. How much food do I have? I have 3 bread, so I should be okay. However, I think it's a good time to save. I've noticed how long I've been streaming. It's been like 2.5 hours. I usually do about 3 for this game anyway, so this is fine. Saved at 19. Suspicion is... Hold up a second. It's at 1. And 2 more events with her. There's 3 more for her, and... Sorry. Sorry, everybody. I didn't realize that you're supposed... In order to do both Freya and Liebkehin's routes, you have to, like, alternate between them at the start. Because if you miss 2 dates in a row, you're locked out of dating them forever. I did not realize it worked like that at all. This was a good session, yeah, I had fun. Save again. Now I'm paranoid. I guess we'll see what happens next time. There's a whole lot of stuff to stream this week, but I had a lot of fun. Tuesday is usually a bit of a sleepy stream day, but I had a lot of fun with Castlevania and then doing this. We had a pretty good time. Once again, though, all the reading in this game takes it out of me by the end. Like, there's so much, like, dialogue in even, like, the most mundane sections, it feels. Anyways, if you're watching on YouTube, I hope you've been enjoying this. Hopefully... I don't think one more stream would do it. I feel like there's still a lot more to do. I have 1 out of 3 Testaments. We'll have to see. Oh, no, I have enough for an upload. I don't need to do some more tomorrow. Anyways, if you're watching on YouTube, I hope you've been enjoying this game. I've been having a fun time with it. I do wonder if, like, they'll update any of it, especially for, like, some of the witching hour parts, but we'll see. I think the spikes were fine. It just seemed a little finicky to me at first to get used to. Anyways, have a good night, and bye-bye.